As far as MCU goes, I'm behind on shows. There's a few movies more recent I haven't seen. Did you see Guardians 3 at least though?
Oh, I did. Yeah, Guardians 3 was awesome.
I want to play.
I was gonna say, if you didn't go to watch that movie, then are you truly a Guardians fan?
My favorite character, it was basically, you really should have called it Rocket Raccoon the movie, but I loved it.
Sort of.
Rocket's one of my favorite characters. And then it was also it was very dark, but it was also very good. I love how it goes. Husky.
Well,
How
I
are you,
saw. I'm good. I saw Deadpool Wolverine last night.
Nice.
So
Okay, what do you think?
pretty good. It's not as joke heavy as the first two. It is like a bit more serious. And there's no nudity, but there's still all like the edgy jokes and things.
Deadpool.
Yeah, it's Deadpool. So very enjoyable like Deadpool film. It's not an Avengers film or an X-Men film, if that's what you were looking for from that movie.
Oh, is Wolverine good or?
Oh yes, Wolverine was pretty good, but I don't think it's a spoiler to say that he's not. This is not the Wolverine from the X-Men universe.
What?
It's a bananagram.
No, but it's.
So wait, they're not connecting the X-Men.
It actually is connected. So it solidifies the fact that Deadpool is in the X-Men universe. And so the vast majority of the story takes place in the X-Men universe. I also like how they like include like not all the jokes are edgy, of course. Like they're just like some like normal jokes. So like you guys saw Loki, right?
I haven't seen season 2, and neither has Shannon.
I mean, if you've seen any of it, like those little temp pads, right?
I know the what?
The temp pads, the little touchscreen devices that the TVA people have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Deadpool looks at that and he mockingly calls it a fire phone. And I was just like
A fire what?
a fire phone.
I don't get it.
Oh,
No, they're being dumb. They're being dumb. They're being dumb.
You've never
They're
wait.
being weird.
You don't remember when Amazon tried to make a smartphone?
No.
No. Wait a minute. That's funny.
Yeah.
You are not going to go and just sit in our base and
Behind you.
grab the camera.
It reminded me of my favorite joke from. It was a type of joke that like my favorite joke from the second movie was when he's fighting Cable, and he's in the train, and he like uses his sword and like blocks one of the bullets with the sword, and then Cable just shoots a bunch of bullets, and like Deadpool like goes like this, and then Cable stops, and you see all the bullets hit him. He's like, "Ooh, those bullets are really fast."
Oh, really? What?
Really fast, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. So I still yet to see the next Deadpool movie. I'm not going to be telling spoilers in the stream, so I'm live. I mean, I'm on. I'm online.
I wanted to see it, but I was hesitant because
For you.
to see it because Deadpool called himself like the Marvel Jesus, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I would not. I don't think it's a movie you would enjoy. I don't think it's a movie you would enjoy.
Yeah.
You might if you want to test the waters, like you.
So
if you want to
I
test.
love Wolverine.
Oh, sorry.
I love Wolverine, and I love that they have like the actors have like a friendship rivalry, and so I think it's hilarious that now it's going to big screen, and like that's hilarious. And then it's Deadpool, so I mean, what do you expect? I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think if any of the Deadpool movies would be like a fit for you, would probably be the PG-13 edit of the second movie, which is called Once Upon a Deadpool, which turns it into a Christmas movie, which is still like pretty good.
So it's not. I mean, there's no sexy stuff, but there's a lot of inappropriate stuff. I take it.
It's mostly just like edgy jokes, for the most part, I think, and just like crass remarks. I mean, there's also like a ton of gore. There's actually more gore in this movie than in the first two movies, so that surprised me.
Wolverine and Deadpool. it's Wolverine and Deadpool, and Wolverine is in an R-rated movie. Of course, there's more gore.
Yeah, fair. But like the second movie had less gore than the first, so I was expecting less in this one, but we got more.
So is he coming back for more, or is he done?
It is unclear, but I think it's expected by many fans that they're going to be in the next two, or at least one of the next two Avengers movies.
So are the X-Men in the MCU now?
That
think
would
they're
be a
planning-
spoiler.
Oh, Amar, if you're talking about what was announced at Comic-Con today, I told Andrew already.
Wait, today? I saw the news from yesterday about Robert Downey Jr. literally like as soon as I got home from the theater. I was like, oh.
Oh.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Well, that's cool about X-Men,
Yes.
Yep.
because that makes the timeline like insane. By the way, so. Which I love.
Yeah. One thing I do appreciate about Marvel is that they or Disney Marvel is that they do a good job of keeping like everything consistent in their timeline. So I'm like trying not to get into spoiler stuff. We are probably still going to see like an X-Men origin story film at some point.
Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything else. Spoiled enough.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna see it, but in case Noah's gonna see it.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Deadpool stuff. Is that
Neither.
important for the movie?
It's actually not super important.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you
watched
need to
the first
see.
one.
I think actually Logan is more important to this movie than any of the Deadpool movies. Yeah.
Because I've seen Logan, and I hated Logan, and I hated the first Deadpool. Logan, at least, I at least like Wolverine, but it was just a sad story in general. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's
just
very
kind of
sad.
depressing. It's just a sad movie. And
Yeah.
then, like, Deadpool was just like, I wanted to like you, but it was just, in my mind, it was just bad. And the girl I was dating at the time was like, "Come on, just go see it." And we were gonna go see the second one, and then it was gonna be the PG-13. No, it was the rated R one, I think.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't work out though. He was not a good influence on me.
Oh. Yeah, I
She
guess
doesn't
so.
like-
I guess so.
You can let her man eat cookie dough at whim.
Lennox
That
was
was
in the
not
chat said,
me.
I feel like the Deadpool series should end off as a trilogy, TBH, like every movie series should. I mean, not every movie series has to be a trilogy. I mean, sometimes 2 movies work better, and sometimes 4 movies work better. 4 movies
I like
for
Thor.
John Wick worked pretty well. Oh, yes, and John Wick, you said Thor, right?
Yeah, I like Thor 4. I just don't like that, like, the side characters are, like, Korg and Meek are now, like, useless, basically. And
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really love Thor 4, but
I actually
it wasn't
liked
as bad
the
as
main
everyone. I don't think it's necessarily as bad as everyone says. I need to rewatch it though.
I liked it better.
Thor
I
4.
liked a lot of parts of it, but I did not like that Thor was just an idiot. That was the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah,
That's
that
not true.
didn't.
That was one of the main things I didn't like. I didn't like that, and I didn't like that they made Meek a female, like just randomly, and
Oh,
Korg was, and then Korg's species is like all male now, so like.
I forgot about that.
But I mean, it's not the biggest.
Yeah, that one scene where he talks about that with Valkyrie is so weird.
I mean, like, granted, I've seen it in other media before, and it kind of didn't bother me. It's like, well, if you're all male anyway, there's kind of nothing you can do, like, reproduce. But, I mean, I don't feel like they're really reproducing. It's kind of weird, so I don't know.
At that point, think of it more like how I guess it would be more of an asexual reproduction, kind of like villagers
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
Like Villagers
Right,
in
that's kind of
Minecraft.
how I think of it.
I've never heard Villagers in Minecraft used as an example of asexual reproduction, but it's very
Yeah,
apt.
that's not asexual. That's not asexual reproduction. No, I mean, scientifically, it's not. Because they're still having like normal sex. It's just weird.
I'm gonna end this conversation.
Yeah, this conversation is weird. How about that, huh?
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, I didn't bring that part up. Okay, I kind of brought it up, but then Andrew had to explain why I was wrong.
I'm not trying. Okay, let me. I guess the only thing I'm trying to say is that it's not wrong to say asexual because that's like a scientific term. But
oh
yeah,
my
when you go
goodness,
to
I wasn't even thinking about that. We gotta. Oh my goodness.
You might have to strip that from the record.
Dude, you don't even see it's on your back.
Yeah, I feel like with the new.
There's 2 gravity hammers on base, by the way.
gravity hammers.
Yep.
I'll admit
Good
that
idea.
recent Marvel hasn't interested me that much, but with the announcement at Comic-Con and stuff with Robert Downey and stuff, my
Gravity
interest
hammer
is
on base.
kind of
Jeez Louise, how many
renewed.
gravity hammers do these guys
I
get?
don't care at all about that. I do not. I don't care at all about RDJ being the Doctor Doom, specifically because part of it is I'm happy that because of the range that RDJ has, we don't know actually what this guy is going to be like. But that's a part of it too, where it's like, how am I supposed to be excited for this character being here, played by RDJ, when I have no idea what he's going to be like?
Here's everybody guarding.
Well, Doctor Doom is like one of the most like epic Marvel villains of all time.
He was most iconic when he lost up.
Oh,
It is true, and I have seen him in some cartoons before.
Also,
So it's not like
we
he's
were
like-
talking about the prospect of him not being like not because he's Doctor Doom. He doesn't have to show his face, so he could get away with anything, really.
True. He would probably
yeah,
appreciate that being not old,
Shannon is
but
like really
older.
in the zone when we're talking about Marvel. Like,
stop. Get over here.
But I
Anyway,
will
go
say,
on.
like, as much as I love Marvel stuff, like, I literally watched all the X-Men movies in like 2 weeks to
good
catch
one.
up
Yeah.
for Deadpool Wolverine, so I am like a little bit tired of Marvel stuff at the moment. I was
Well,
even
yeah,
planning
you
on
know,
watching
you
this
need-
movie like 3 times, and like I'm just 50-50 on if I'm gonna watch it a second time.
yeah, I mean the X-Men movies are good, but there's a lot. I mean, it's a lot in this short
Oh, yeah.
span of movies.
It's so much.
I've never seen any of the X-Men movies, so
Oh, you're missing out. The X-Men movies are great. I haven't seen Dark Phoenix. I wanted to, but if that one doesn't like matter anymore, then
It all matters. It's all canon. Especially with
Well, then
what
I gotta
happens
see
with the
Mark-
universes. So
yeah. According to
Flag.
one very
Hot.
random trilogy, Dark Phoenix I think is like the second of a trilogy movie of Aladdin, Dark
Yeah.
Phoenix, and Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, come on.
what is that
Wait,
trilogy?
what?
That trilogy makes no sense. Let me.
Okay, so
he's joking, Amar.
Oh, okay.
it's a joke.
It's one of those like this
So-
trilogy makes no sense jokes.
Wherever you guys go.
No, so
Okay, come on.
it doesn't make any sense. But then
Look at that
someone
walking
on
just right
Twitch
here.
or Twitter or something posted
You
this
wanna go to bed?
really funny explanation, jokingly tying them all together, and it actually makes so much sense that it's a well-known meme in the it's a decently well-known meme because it's such a funny explanation of how these 3 unrelated movies can work together.
Oh, Lennox So in the chat said, the only Marvel thing I didn't like is She-Hulk. I will say Guardians of the Galaxy was the saving grace for Marvel hitting a downfall recently. Volume 3, I mean.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
he
kind of
likes She-Hulk. That's a hot take.
No, he didn't like She-Hulk. is what I
Yeah,
heard.
it's the only Marvel thing that he didn't like is She-Hulk.
I mean, the other shows are okay.
Wait. Secret Invasion had a worse finale than She-Hulk did.
I don't Secret Invasion was like still significantly better than She-Hulk in terms of writing.
Oh, in general, yes, but that finale was just
It was
I think it was
atrocious,
worse.
but She-Hulk was terrible throughout the entire runtime.
yeah.
Whereas Secret Invasion was overall relatively decent until the end. The same with the Miss Marvel show was meh, but then again, no one cares about Miss Marvel. No, like Camilla Khan was never a liked character or a popular character. Barely anyone knew about Camilla Khan.
I thought, okay, yes. I think in that sense, yeah, she wasn't popular, but I think that anyone who saw Miss Marvel would come out of that show loving Miss Marvel like I did. And like she was the best part of the Marvels, which was no surprise to anyone who had seen Miss Marvel.
It was like Monica Rambeau was just meh.
Yeah, everyone hates Brie Larson, so.
Bro, Miss Marvel is going to carry that whole Marvels franchise on her back if she is allowed to be the lead for the third one.
Even if they try, it's just gonna flop because Monica Rambeau as a character is bad.
Well, they need to make it a solo thing. They need to get rid of Rambeau and Brie Larson's character.
Brie Larson getting rid of, I can see that happening pretty quickly, but I don't think Monica Rambeau is going to be getting rid of by this Disney in the future.
Yo, bro, I got the floor.
I actually like the concept.
Help me out. I've never gotten the
I actually like the concept of the Marvels. I didn't see it yet, but I want to see it because I like the concept of them all being in together.
Guys.
You'll like it. Oh, sorry. But yes, you would like the Marvels, Andrew. I think it's not horrible.
Okay.